everybody, thanks for joining me today and welcome to Rose Sky Tarot. Now this reading is for life, what's going on in your life, work, family, friends, just the everyday occurrence that passes through your way. Now this is for Taurus for the 20th of May and the following 2 weeks. Now, I'm going to take that card there because it's drawn my eye. There we go. And just one more and then we'll get started. I hope you've all had a good couple of weeks. There we are. Alright, let's see what these cards have to say for you. Alright, let's jump in and have a look at what these cards are saying for you. Now, what's come forward has been the King of Pentacles, the Four of Cups in reverse, and the High Priestess. Now, the King of Pentacles here. Is there a possibility that there's someone in your life that you look up to? Someone who is down to earth, someone who's practical, someone that you feel that you can talk to and have an affinity with, someone that would help you solve whatever problems come your way in life. They may not be a father, but they have father-like qualities. And this person has a very strong need to be the best at what they do. They take pride in the things that they accomplish. They use their time efficiently and they become effective in whatever tasks that they choose to participate in. Because what's important here for them is that they enjoy the life that they have. They make sure that they get all of the work and necessary tasks throughout the day done as efficiently and with a quality that sets them free then to enjoy the good things in life. And they receive riches from all of that effort that they have put in. Now it could be that those riches are financial. It could be that they have the best of everything. Or it could be that those riches are time. Time spent with family, friends. Could be other resources, maybe property, maybe holidays. It could be quality experiences that they treasure. Now, let's move on to the next card here, and we've got the Four of Cups in reverse. Now, is there someone here, whether it be yourself or someone within your friends, family, someone within your social group, that's maybe pulling away from you and the people round about them? Do they maybe seem dissatisfied and uninterested in what's going on round about them? Does nothing ever seem to fulfil them or give them an interest in what's going on in other people's lives? Now, with this card being in the reverse, has this experience turned into an extreme one for them? Is it possible that they no longer want to be around their peers or family, or participate and engage in whatever is going on round about them? But they also don't want to take new opportunities and adventures. They're stuck in that moment where nothing seems important, nothing seems worthwhile. There is no adventure that could entice them out of this moment of negative revelry. But the thing with the Four of Cups in reverse is, even though, these feelings are becoming embedded within this person, there is a spark there, whether it be through advice, that it's time to look at life in the bigger picture. Because if you stay in this moment where nothing matters, that you feel that no one cares about you and you don't care about anyone else, that if you're stagnating and not moving forward and taking the opportunities that you have in life, then how can you ever be able to enjoy the wonderful things that each day can bring? This is a choice. Do you stay in that emotional hole that's keeping you a prisoner? Or do you make your way out step by step? Let's move on to this card here, and this is the High Priestess. Now this is the beginning of a new experience, a new adventure, a new world for you. And it's not one that you can experience sitting back by reading a book or watching a video or experiencing things online. This is something that you have to participate in, you have to engage in. It's about being present in the moment. And with your emotions involved in this, you may have good days, you may have bad days. There may be frustrations and temper tantrums and feeling up and down. But the only consistency there will be change. And it's about knowing how to manage those changes within yourself and those that's going on round about you. This is about having an uncertain future. It's about using your instincts and the qualities that are within you to fathom your way through life, learning from each new experience. This isn't something that you can find from a book. This is something that you have to delve deep in and get your hands dirty. This is a moment of breakthrough, of starting afresh. Now, is it that because of how you've been feeling, that this person over here has given you some fatherly advice Now, whether they are related to you, whether they're a friend, family member, and it could be that it's someone that that you don't really know, that can chat with you and look at things objectively to give you advice, to get you out of this hole that you're in. This person here gives you the strength, curiosity, spark of adventure to kickstart your life and bring you into the now, into the present. Who knows where your life will take you? It's all about revelling in the experience and being present in it. Alright, let's move on to the next section, and it's all about love. Hi everyone. Now, if you are joining me just for the love reading, welcome to Rose Sky Tarot. Now, this card I'm going to use as an oracle deck, so they're only going to be upright cards read here. Oh, okay, I'm going to take this one. Now, this is going to be about what's going on in your love life. Who is it that's going through your life at the moment? Who catches your interest? Now, okay. All right, there we go. Now, let's see what these cards have to say for you. Alright, let's jump in. And the cards that have come forward for you are the 5 of Swords, the 8 of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. The 5 of Cups here is not a very pleasant card. This is about a relationship that is very fractious. There's lots of arguments, lots of criticisms. It's a very stressful relationship. And it could be that this person here is someone that can be very vindictive. They go out of the way to belittle the other person, to criticise, to knock the other person's confidence and self-worth. And they need to win at all costs. They'll go to any length to have the other person feel like they're losing. This person is so determined that is going to be the case, that they'll even go down with the ship to prove a point. Now, this person here is not above fighting dirty, even if that means that they'll lose the respect of people round about them. Now, regardless of what actions are being taken here, this person may feel that it's just a run-of-the-mill argument, but the person on the receiving end won't forget. Let's move on to the next card, and we've got the 8 of Cups. Now, this card here is about being in love, being loyal and devoted to the other person. Life is wonderful until it's not. until you realise that you're in a relationship that is not the best for you, that is damaging you and your heart. And it's time for you to realise that all of the things that are being done and said and the damage that's gone on between you is a situation that can't continue. You have to believe that you are worth better. You have to put your heart first. This is the moment where you walk away from a toxic relationship, because it's the only thing that you can do. The Knight of Wands is the next card that comes up here. Now, are you looking for advice, guidance, comfort in the arms of someone who's very kind and considerate, someone that wants to help you, someone who's like a ray of sunlight in amongst all of your shadows? Now, it doesn't matter what this person looks like, because the attraction is their internal light, their energy, their karma. They have a talent of putting everyone at ease and getting people to look on the brighter side of life, because they have a positive view on what the day should be like. Now, is this something that moves along quite rapidly? Have you moved from leaving a relationship to seeking comfort in someone else's arms? The two may not be related, but maybe they are. Because the relationship here is one that's exciting. Are you being swept up with this other person's charm? Are you being seduced by their innate kindness and optimism? Is the change in personalities enticing you and seducing you? This new energy and this new person in your life can move along quite swiftly. Now, in looking at these three cards together, is your relationship struggling? Has it become toxic? Have you decided to save your heart and your self-esteem and move away? And have you met someone innocently, whether it be a friend or someone that you've newly met, that tries to open your eyes to a better and more positive and optimistic side of life? Are you swept up in that? Or could it be that all of these ugly arguments, all of this vindictive nature that is coming from this person here, is because you're moving away from them? Because you've chosen that you want your heart to be happier than it is with them? is this person who has a polar opposite of a personality? Are they waiting in the wings? Is this person struggling to fight for this relationship? This person doesn't like to lose. They may also disgrace themselves in the lengths that they'll go to take this person and yourself down. Alright, let's move on to the next section, and this is all about your path, your direction. Alright, let's have a look at this section now, and this is going to be about what is going on with the plans you've been making for yourself. Have you made some decisions about where you want to go in your life? Where you want to be in 5 years? And you're making progress towards them. But let's have a look at what's happening just now to influence those plans. Alright, let's take a look at the cards that have came forward for you. Now you have the Two of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. The Two of Cups here is about having a heartfelt connection. Now that can range from someone in your family, friends. It could be a business relationship. It could also be about a loving relationship, someone that you're in love with. This is a relationship that is built on mutual respect and love. A love that takes care of yourself and protects your heart. A love that reaches out to the other person and offers the same to them. This is something that you thought was going to be in your life as part of a long-term plan. This is something that you really wanted and were working hard to achieve. Because all relationships have their ups and downs. There are moments where bickering and annoyance shows its ugly head. But you have tried to provide an environment or situation that is balanced, that all of these little problems are easily figured out because there is a true respect between you. The Five of Cups is following that though. And this is about all of those positive things, the wonderful relationship that you'd built up is beginning to be stripped away with greater and more intense waves of argument, criticism, mistrust. It's got to the point that you can't see the person that you used to have. The distance between you has grown and grown, and it's now looking that it's something that can never be recovered. But all of those arguments and criticisms are something that you can learn from. And although things may look really dark within your relationship, and you feel that things will never be bright again, that you'll never find happiness in the same way again, maybe it's time to realise that this relationship is one that may not be able to be fixed. That learning from these mistakes can take you forward. Think about what you still have in your life and move on to a more optimistic goal. There will be moments that you will grieve for the relationship that has now gone. But you have a choice to stay in that past, stagnate in that pool of unhappiness, or look forward. This is the moment of your choice. And with the Ace of Swords here, it looks as though you've chosen to be strong. You've chosen to put these weaknesses and vulnerabilities behind you. You're looking at everything that's happened with a clear eye. You're figuring out all of the ins and outs and getting to the heart of the matter. You're getting to the truth. And once you've got to the truth and have a clear understanding of what has happened, then you can move into the future and plan a new beginning with a strong heart. Now, don't get me wrong, there are going to be moments where you're being pulled back in, that your emotions may overwhelm the steadfastness of moving on. But it's at those moments that you need to defend yourself, you need to defend your heart, and know that you're worthy of a better life than you had. These are all challenges in moving forward. And with your strength and will, clear mind and intellect and planning, you'll be able to move forward from this tragedy that has befallen you. Now, your plans may not have worked out the way that you had hoped, but focus on looking at what happened and making it clear within your own mind and within your own heart that you've made the right decisions. Alright, let's move on to the next section, and this is all about you. Alright, let's take a look at what these oracle cards, what advice they are giving you about your self-care, about your self-development, about things that maybe you need to acknowledge about yourself. And all of those things can help you to make your life easier. Alright, the card that's came forward for you is Say What You Mean. Now this card is pretty self-evident. The card that's came forward for you is say what you mean. And it's advising you to take some time, just you, no one else around, no one that can sway you in a vulnerable moment. It could be that you sit down, listen to music. It could be you go for a drive in your car. Maybe go for a walk through the forest. Or maybe you're even sitting watching the waves at a beach. The important thing here is that you connect with yourself. You look in your heart and you decide what it is that you're feeling. Are you hiding your feelings? Are you living in denial? And this card here is suggesting that it's time to take control, time to give yourself your power back, time to have honest conversations. And don't allow other people to sway your conversation, to allow them to bring you round to how they feel the relationship is going, because you have a say too. You have the right to be part of this relationship, be an equal member. And this card here is advising you that it's time to think through what you want to say. Think through the good parts and the bad parts. Have them ready in your mind. Think them through. Why? What are the reasons behind them? And think about who you need to say them to. Because this is the moment that you need to take your power back. You need to realise that your relationship here, if your needs are not being accounted for, then it may need a real revamp. Or maybe it's just not working at all. Say what you mean, whether the other person likes it or not. This is your life. Your opinions matter. Your feelings matter. And it's time to express those feelings. Alright, now please take care, Taurus, and I'll see you next time. Bye.